There is a statement of Agni Yoga which is disconcerting at first sight. Disdain food. Theoretically and abstractly we realize a being of spirit does not require material food. It tries to limit it to the absolute minimum. However, it is not enough to just say intellectually, because I am a soul, I need no eating. Of value is only if you make the experience that eating burdens your soul. In meditation, you experience this reality because, for a moment, you have transformed into a man of spirit. In this state, you really have no desire for material food. When the spirit matter of your being is in a state of high vibration, as in the solemn mood of a concert hall or a church, appetite does not arise at all. You actually are without any cravings and perfectly happy. In contemplation, you feel with a certainty beyond all reason your higher self, the disciple or the king within you, detests the unclean needs of the body and does not want to have anything to do with food. It despises everything that is in contradiction with its inner nature and incompatible with its dignity as a spiritual being. Your soul does not want food because it reduces its vibration, because by the intake of food it is dragged down from its ideal state and tied to the material world, which is alien to its essence. Apparently, we are not merely concerned with food. No. We are talking about creating a state of high vibration. Desirelessness, lack of lust, is only one of the many consequences of this elevation. When you feel longing for food, that means you are in a state of low vibration. You should satisfy your appetite, not by eating, but by uplifting yourself in meditation. That, again, is too high-flying for me. After all, I am a human being of flesh and blood, and no spirit. I need physical food, and therefore may as well enjoy it. That is how many think. Already Goethe made fun of the small, harmless, childish humans to whom every aspiration to higher ideals is alien. Ich höre schon des Dorfs Getümmel, hier ist des Volkes wahrer Himmel. Zufrieden jauchzet groß und klein, hier bin ich Mensch, hier darf ich sein. Hark, sounds of village joy arise. Here is the people's paradise. Contented, great and small, shout joyfully, here I am human, here I may it be. They know nothing of the eternal ascent of an immortal and waste their seemingly short life following the frivolous, irresponsible motto, let us eat and drink and be merry, for tomorrow we shall die. You and I, however, we do not want to stop at the human level. We intend to climb the next rung of the ladder of evolution. We prefer to say with Nietzsche, I teach you the overman. Man is something that is to be surpassed. The overman is the meaning of the earth. Of course, your vehicle will eventually feel hungry and you will have to provide it with food, exactly as you feed your car with petrol. However, when you continue to remain in the state of mind of a spiritual being, this is no longer, as in the past, a pleasure, but only an annoying necessity. It robs you of time, money, and strength. It exposes you to the danger of losing the ideal state of rest and equilibrium of your soul, and of making your consciousness fall back into the body which enjoys eating. You recognize the huge benefit of the transformation. For a spiritual person, does it not mean a true liberation to limit food intake to a large extent? Shopping, preparing, ingesting, washing up, digesting, excreting, these are all, in the end, annoying or even repugnant duties. Even if you are not that experienced in meditation, you know the sublime primal state of your soul. When, as a child, you were playing enthusiastically and forgetting yourself, you had no appetite and were angry when the parents called you to the table. And when, as an adult, you are absorbed in valuable creative work, that means when you are in a state of high vibration, there is no thought about food. Then you just take a small bite in between without interrupting your work. Transformation into a being of spirit, to bring the fiery body to life, requires to constantly preserve the fire of enthusiasm. Do not suppress your appetite with compulsion or prohibitions. Do not work with the intellect. I do not want food because I am a soul. Do not make yourself or others feel guilty. The path of Agni Yoga is the better. You transform your inner being through a spiritual exercise, meditation, into a creature that by its very nature has no appetite. It is contrary to the nature of an elephant to eat meat. An animal is an elephant only if it does not eat meat. Likewise, it is contrary to the nature of a being of spirit to have cravings for food. Consequently, you are a being of spirit and stand one step higher than physical man only when this desire has become alien to you. Let us now consider a less demanding example. In its pure, original, unspoiled, meditative, highly vibrating state, your soul is full of vitality and joy of being. Weakness and depression are signs of a deviation from the normal state, of a disease of your eternal individuality. Thus, if you want to express your true self, you have to establish the state of vitality, of joy of being, in meditation in the morning, and strive to defend it in the course of the worldly day. You are a soul only when you rejoice in the manifold obstacles and difficulties of everyday life, because they give your higher self an opportunity to grow. And when you go to battle vigorously, this is your true nature. Your task is keep your soul in a pure, strong and joyful state, no matter how your perishable personality fares. Through meditation in the morning, you create the high vibration which makes your being radiate beautifully. Through discipline during the day, you avoid everything which lowers that vibration. You get used to thinking nothing, feeling nothing, speaking nothing, and doing nothing that defiles the purity of your spirit, weakens its power, or tarnishes its joy of being. Meditation alone is not enough. Much of what you do automatically, you simply have to give up. Reaching for a bar of chocolate or a glass of red wine in the evening, flaring up in case of irritation, doubt, skepticism, anger over fellow human beings, sadness over the miserable state of the world, and much more. Again, the unloved term discipline is not about external compulsion. Just hearken to yourself. The invisible giant within you, the higher, better part of your being, is ashamed of your weaknesses, rebels against the evil habits and desires of the animal within you, which it wants to overcome, and fights everything that keeps him small, suppresses him, and hurts his dignity. Discipline simply means you cease to do something which, as you very well know from bitter experience, hurts your eternal individuality and makes your vibration crash. If you give in against better knowledge, this is in essence an act of self-destruction. Discipline must complement meditation. In meditation, you transform into a being of spirit for a moment only. Just as Homo erectus quickly fell back onto his four paws, and as a baby crashes again and again while learning to walk, the new immortal spirit, as soon as he leaves the meditation room, will quickly fall back into the state of an ordinary mortal without discipline. As soon as you feel that your vibration is decreasing, you should immediately take countermeasures and rise again. In the beginning, you create the new level not once and for all, but in you at every moment. You can stabilize it only by habit. As long as the man of spirit is still small and weak, only discipline can help, until the proper behavior, the higher vibrational state, has passed into flesh and blood.